divination powers.
Oh yeah.
And it took it tried to attack her. But now we're in another fight. Oh, my apologies. It was not the helmet. It was the mannequin that the helmet was on. That attacked her. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so weird hearing Al play Victor.
I'm probably not going to do in-character things. Unless I need to.
Hello, lovelies.
All the character things. Just have a whole conversation with yourself.
Well, I am a dungeon master.
Exactly.
It would be the first time.
Exactly. Do it. It'll be fine.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, hello.
Okay, cool. Hello. Hello,
I gave you
hello.
a muffled hello.
Oh, gotcha. Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Everybody's
Pastel.
here. Hello.
Hello.
Well,
Hello, darling.
I think everyone is here. Vaughn, do you want to take us away?
Sure. This is what you missed on Dungeons and Dragons. So, as we continued last session, the group returned to normal size inside Bav's study. After we had fought off and essentially killed this clockwork dragon. Once it was all like discombobulated and falling apart, Etika, went to take care of Victor, who had been seriously injured during the events of the dragon attack. And while that was going on, they had a cute little heartfelt moment. What it was exactly, I don't remember, because I didn't write the specific down in my notebook. But anyway, and then while that was going on, Callista went over to Antares, and together they kind of went over to the zombie kitty that was still coughing up its stuffing. And then once they got over there, Callista started looking for some sewing supplies. And she was able to find various things, a piece of thread here, a needle there, a thimble here, etc. And while all that was going on, Vaughn assumed the role of lookout in the next room over. And thanks to a very nice perception check, he was able to pick up on a few different things. He could hear a Lornling breathing literally on the other side of the door that he was up against. And he could hear some like feathery creatures kind of, I don't remember what exactly term we used, but kind of like strutting around, doing their thing. He could hear bird noises, but he also, thanks to the perception check, he also knew that it wasn't just one particular type of bird noise. It almost sounded like there were many different species of birds in this other room. And he could also smell bird droppings. Everybody's favorite thing in the world. And then not only that, but he could also feel a draft coming from underneath the door. And then once we all kind of settled down and things happened, we started investigating the remains of the clockwork dragon, which had kind of scattered a bit because it literally fell to pieces. And Vaughn used cast magic to try to investigate a bit, especially the dragon's heart. And we found out that it was housed in conjuration, transmutation, and enchantment. However, it was incredibly hot. Vaughn could not touch it with his bare hands. And so he dropped it back to the floor. Victor then picked it up with his gloved hands, and then, yeah. And then, while we kind of decided what to do next, the group just kind of put all the dragon's remains back into a pile on the bookshelf where it had, came to life. I don't exactly remember how all that started, to be honest. But essentially back on the bookshelf where we thought it belonged. And then Callista, after that, attempted to sew up the zombie cat, and she was able to patch all of its holes. And I don't remember what sparked this, but Twitch gave Halder the bird, and Halder returned the gesture. And even though he tried his best to be sneaky, he ultimately failed, and Etika thought that he was on the receiving end of Halder's crude gesture. And then after all that happened, we went up to the next floor in Bav's little hut area into what we thought was like a little attic. There was this floating light thing. I don't think we quite figured out what it was. I don't remember. Maybe I'm too far ahead or too behind on my notes.
It was a will-o'-the-wisp.
But it was a will-o'-the-wisp. There we go. Amazing. And then while they were up there, since Vaughn was still under his detect magic, he was able to detect multiple different items, in like divination and enchantment, but a lot of divination for sure. And then Callisto was able to find a chest of drawers, and she kind of investigated that a bit, but didn't necessarily find a whole lot there. Victor made his way to a door that was locked, and upon his investigation check, he was not able to get in or find a key or anything like that. But Vaughn was able to come in handy and used to knock on the door to unlock it. Yay, we're in the next room. And then not only that, but Vaughn had found a chest in the corner of this original room in the attic, and he used knock to open that as well. Oh my god, not Etika. Sorry. Victor's little icon is like 10 times as big as the rest of us. Freaked me out for a second. Excuse me. And then Vaughn used knock again to open another chest that was in the corner, and inside was a little sun and moon, like dual-faced marionette, a unpunched carnival ticket for Isolde, a few rolled scrolls that were tied with musical symbols, and because Vaughn decided to take the marionette and move it aside, we triggered a battle with another creature. And I believe it was actually the will-o'-wisp. Correct me if I'm wrong. And
yes, it was protective of the room, and the minute that you basically messed with the chest, it was like, boom, came to life.
Exactly. There we go. And thanks to this mistake, they went into a battle with this will-o'-wisp, and it shocked Vaughn, dealing a lot of lightning damage. And Etika attempted to thorn whip it, but he failed, and instead used healing word. But I can't remember if it was on himself, or if it was on Victor, or if it was on Vaughn. I don't remember, because I didn't write that down for some reason. And then Holder went into a rage after that, and attempted to... Oh, Callisto's typing. Use his hammer on it. And then Vaughn was able to actually hex the orb creature. And then he was able to kind of disengage from that a little bit and hiding kind of behind Halder, who's literally a third of his height, but that's besides the point. Callista, I could not even read. She passed a spell for Antares to carry on to, but ultimately it did fail. Victor attempted to use Mind Spike on the creature, and it became invisible after that. Etika, in an attempt to find the creature, used Fairy Fire, and Halder threw Sparky at a cabinet that was across the room. I'm assuming because he missed the creature. Oh no, because he was trying to find the creature with lightning. Anyway, besides the point. And Vaughn reached. I'm messing up English really bad today. Vaughn kind of spoke out to the spirit world for some help. And he learned the tale of the beloved, and he kind of felt like these good spirits like moved on to the other side of whatever that would be in this realm. And Callista ended up using Tasha's caustic brew. However, it did not hit anything. Did somebody have something? I thought I heard something.
Oh no, sorry, I was saying hi to chat.
Oh, hello, chat. While that was going on, Victor went into the other room and started investigating a little bit. Literally, as he walked in, a Lornling died right in front of his face, and he also used Fairy Fire in the room. And because he didn't find anything, he also went into a rage. Surprise! And then, really, after that, the will-o'-wisp just kind of vanished. It kind of just left us alone, didn't bother us anymore. Maybe it just got bored. I don't know. But yeah, it disappeared.
You had done enough damage. Like, it looked really, really hurt that it went away.
Well, there we go.
And, yeah, sorry, continue.
Okay. Thanks for the clarification, because for whatever reason, I did not write that down. And then once it kind of vanished, we continued investigating the second part of that attic. In the next room over, both Halder and Victor kind of came down off of their rage. Vaughn put the marionette back into the box, literally where it was found, but stole the scrolls that were left and the unpunched ticket. And Etika actually recognized the signet that belonged to Isolde, and Callista recalled a conversation about him at the carnival. And then I don't remember why we did D100 rolls. Oh, never mind. I'm going into that. So as they kind of entered this next room, Vaughn became haunted by this like awful image of himself when he was younger. And he ultimately in the end just kind of embraced the image after having like this meltdown, kind of looking at it for a while. And it coughed up a string. And he all of a sudden felt that he was able to keep secrets again. And who knows, maybe he'll become a little more, even more, I should say, devious. But who knows? We'll see. And Victor was kind of drawn to a crate that was in another corner of the room. And as he ripped open the crate and kind of scoped what was inside, he found a copy of Alice in Wonderland that he had lost from his childhood. And the book, when he touched the book, it kind of healed him. And he just had this very fond, like, almost like a vision of, like, his lady just kind of traveling. The way I phrased it here, I don't remember if it's exact, but it was like she was traveling through his timeline of memories with him. And it was just this really, really warm moment for Victor as he found this lost item. And then Etika was also haunted by a younger version of himself. And he had this moment with the image of his lady. I forget if they had a conversation or not, but for whatever reason, that's all I wrote down. But yeah. Anyway, Yvonne then...
Sorry, the way you take notes without being nosy about things your character doesn't need to know is hilarious. It's peak. I love it.
And then after that, Vaughn saw oh my god, I can never say this name. Clapper Claw. He saw Clapper Claw's skull hanging literally right in front of them. And he grabbed it and literally like threw it around, kind of displaying it to everybody, like, oh my god, we found it, you know? Anyway.
Mhm.
And then while that was going on, Halder actually snuck back down to the study and stole 132 pieces of the dragon, as well as its heart.
And
We
used
are
it.
in so much trouble.
Oh, 100%.
I
And then
warned
towards...
Mhm.
Listen, this one isn't entirely Vaughn's fault because of what I'm about to say.
Mhm. Mhm.
So literally at the very end of last session, Callista continued searching for this divination item that we had been looking for pretty much this entire time. And when she reached for it, oh wait, just kidding. It was a helmet, by the way. It was a helmet. And when she reached for it, the mannequin lashed out at her.
Yeah, she didn't just specifically reach for it. She touched it and lifted it up. And when it was lifted, that's when the mannequin lashed out.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then that was the end of the session.
Well, there's a little bit more. A lot of things
Oh, God.
happened in that
yeah.
kind of moment. So to kind of like help connect things, so the Will-O-Wisp injured, like basically went invisible, right? And then you guys spent a couple rounds trying to search for it, and then it had flee because it was so much injured. And kind of fast forwarding to the moment that Callista had lifted the helm. I believe, oh gosh, is it, I'm gonna get this, too many V names. Vaughn's Hex? No, Victor's Hex.
Mm-hmm.
No, Vaughn. Who had,
Fun text.
okay, Vaughn's
Yeah,
Hex.
I'm pretty sure Vaughn's the only one that's able to hex.
Vaughn's Hex on the Will-O-Wisp basically like went away. And then like a split second after that, you guys heard this like blood curdling, bone shaking,
Oh,
like
yeah.
scream that shook the entire
I thought I
cottage.
wrote that down.
All Gucci. And in that exact moment, that's when the mannequin reached out. Before we hop in to rolling for initiative, I have a little housekeeping. As some of you had located your lost items. Etika, as you are standing where you're standing, you would notice looking down. Most recently, if you've moved since you got your ability back, you would notice that every step you took leaves a gold footprint on the ground. Let's see.
Do I decipher this as a good omen?
We'll see. Victor, who is not here, but just whoever's playing Victor, all of a sudden comes to the belief that he is a paid actor to play a part in this party.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Yep. And lastly, all of you and then some, you can no longer recall Vaughn's name. Like, you look at Vaughn and you're like, who is this guy? You know him. Let me be clear. You know Vaughn. Like, you know this person. You have memories. Just his name, you cannot recall. Vaughn doesn't know this yet. So,
oh my god.
so
Oh my god.
Wait. What's that one's name again?
exactly.
John
And
Okay, Minnie.
John Nightmare.
John
And
Jacob Jingleheimer's
we'll play this off, this part for you guys. Like, if your character, like, if you get told the person's name, Vaughn's name, if you look away, you lose it again. Then you look back and you're like, God, who is this? So that way, you know it. You
Gosh.
can... Okay. So let me go ahead and switch up our map. As you're doing this, go ahead, find initiative while I get that going first in a second. Oh, M. I always do this. But don't roll it yet.
Somebody leave.
Oh,
Because I don't have the initiative tracker. I was just
right.
Oh,
getting people ready. Because we haven't played in a hot second. So let's see here. Let me get to
I know
this.
it's been over a month. Almost a month.
All right.
Kidding.
So kind of make sure that your maps are on the top part of this map. You guys are on the 3rd floor. I'm going to go ahead and take off the Lornling's body here.
Or Lornling.
Okay. So we have, so currently Callista has the helm in her hand. So that's what you're holding on to something, Callista. You have the wooden mannequin standing in front of you. Antares is directly behind you because he's been like basically leaning against your thigh. Vaughn's next to Antares. Halder's been kind of, this is the door right here. Halder's off to the side because he just got back from his little shenanigans. We have Victor over here because Victor's book was in this crate, and Etika kind of standing off. I want to clarify too, so the stag's head couldn't go in the bag of holding. So is someone holding on to the stag's head right now?
What's his face put it down?
Right.
Wow.
And then you were like, oh, maybe we could put it in the bag of holding. And I said it wouldn't fit. So I just want to establish where things are. So we can still say it's
I
down.
think that's why he was putting it down, because we thought that we were going to put it in the bag, but...
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like he did put it down.
Okay. So... Oh, Etika, you're already... Did they fix that? That's amazing. Etika, you don't have to re-roll. That's great.
Oh, I don't see myself.
Oh, you don't see yourself?
Yeah, I don't see him in the list either.
Oh, okay. Well, let me delete him then. All right. Try again. Have your
Yep.
token highlighted, and now everyone can roll initiative.
Oh, right. Highlight the token. That's probably why.
Yeah.
Wait. Hi-ya!
Woohoo!
Hiya!
Oh no!
Well. All right.
That's a 1.
Okay. Oh no. Well, fortunately you can't fail on an initiative check. So, oh shoot. And Etika, you're gonna bot Victor, right?
I will do this. Yes.
Okay. You should have access to Victor's. Awesome. Okay. All right. So, I will say, just for the flavor, you guys feel like an overwhelming stench of like the actual house is now kind of starting to slightly reverberate. And if you thought you smell like rotten food or stagnant water, it's starting to kind of come almost out of the floors and the walls and the ceilings. Little bits of anything that was kind of rotten just grows a little bit more. And the mannequin just try and swiped at Callista and we'll say just for effect missed. We're at the top of the round. Callista, it is your turn.
So we're just at turn order. We cannot discuss anything, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. I think she's gonna look around and say to whoever can hear her, our options are run or fight. I vote run, and there's a window. And she's gonna dash as close as she can to the window, I think.
Okay.
Wait, is
So-
this thingy gonna give me an attack of opportunity where I am?
It's aggro at you. So we have a door here that is to a balcony.
Okay.
There's a window here. Let me double check if the
Do you
window.
think we could all fit out the window, or do you think we have to take the door? Because Etik is very tall.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna look at real quick in the description of the room.
Thanks.
You're welcome. 18. But occupies the room. I'm gonna say I'm gonna make a call that it's a shuttered window. So it would have to take an action to open, and it's a pretty tight fit. And if you're moving at a quick pace, it would still take, I would say, if you're trying to like launch yourself, like an acrobatics check to make sure that you're on target to get through. If you're trying to force yourself through, we could do like a strength check. But if it's open, it'll still be like an acrobatics to see how well you land. And I want to reiterate, just so everyone understands, you're 3 floors up, right?
We're over the.
And you're over the water, but water still does damage. Depending on how well if you pencil drop or if you belly flop, it could do damage to you.
Mm-hmm.
So, unless you have like feather fall or something. All right. So, Callista, knowing that information, would you like to dash?
I do, but let me think about my speed and where I want to go.
Okay. Oh,
I think I'm gonna bunny hop to not get hit by that mannequin as well.
Cool.
That'll take away the attack of opportunity.
And do you mind rolling for Antares real quick?
Yeah, what do you need me to roll?
His initiative.
Oh, that's right. Okay, one sec.
Thank you.
He is. What kind of check is that?
It is a dex check.
Okay.
Okay, I'll put him in.
11?
Yeah, I'll put him in.
Okay, so my speed, I am like, we haven't done this in so long that I feel like I've lost my roadmap of the character sheet, so you'll have to give me an extra second here to find everything.
All good.
Where's my speed?
Top of the sheet in the middle.
30. Okay. And then the rabbit hop gives me 5 times my proficiency bonus, which is 2, so 10 extra. So that put me at 40 feet, so 5, 10, 15. Oh, yeah, there's the door, okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, with the rabbit hop and a regular movement, I could get to the door. Do I have any remembrance of which side the boat is on? Whether the window or the door would be easier to get to the boat?
The boat is on this opposite corner, and then this is the balcony. So you would drop, basically, I would say 30 feet. There's probably 25 feet down is where the stairs, because it wraps around. Let me look down.
So, like, if we drop down into the water safely enough, we could get up onto that walkway that goes around and get over to the boat.
Yes.
Without swimming.
But
okay.
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially. Okay. I'm not gonna scroll down to like cheat it. I'm trying to decide if she would remember, and I don't remember. Okay, so it's on the same side that we are on. So I think I'm
Mhm.
gonna go for the door. Oh, that's not my character sheet, not my token. Here we go. I think I'm gonna go for the door because that's 40 feet. And then I'm gonna use my action to open the door
Well,
because I
here's
believe Halder closed it, right?
that's Halder's call because he had opened it. Halder, when you came back to the wall, would you have closed the door?
I want to say I would because I kind of snuck out there.
Okay, then yes, we'll say you use the action to open the door. And do you have any speed left that you would like to?
That is exactly my full speed, so no, I can just stand at the edge of the door and look out.
Okay, for fun.
But I'm small; people can slide past me.
For fun, can you make a perception check for me, please?
Sure. We know I'm great at those.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
So
I
I
believe.
do it on the
It's a skill.
skills.
Yep.
Thank you.
Girl.
Pathetic.
Yeah, you get there and you just see the lake before you. Nothing else seems off. Sweet. All right, so that brings us to Vaughn.
Okay. Vaughn, I think, is going to stay where he is at, and he's going to casually point at the creature. I'm not even gonna say casually. Kind of like a regal, like I don't even know how to explain this. But he's gonna point at this creature, kind of locking eye to eye, assuming this creature has eyes. And he's gonna say, "You, halt there," and he's gonna use command.
It's a wooden mannequin with, I would say, just your typical. It looks almost like a thumb on top of his head.
Okay.
So no eyes.
Okay, that's fine.
Calista,
So
I
I'm
just
kind of
real
looking
quick.
to
His
where
eyes
the
would
eyes would
be.
be. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sorry, you're telling him what's the command?
Halt.
Hold. Okay.
Halt.
Halt.
H-A-L-T.
Yeah, gotcha. It's a wisdom save, right? What's your DC?
Oh god. I don't even remember how to check that.
It's on your character sheet on the spell at the very top of your page. And Calista, 13. Okay, Calista, reminder: you're holding a helm in your hand.
Oh yes, she did not let go of that.
Okay, cool. I'm just and I think it's in our chat that I put a picture of what it looks like, in case you missed it, in like our voice chat.
The voice chat. Okay.
Yeah, if you want to see how shiny it is, because I'm sure you like shiny things too. All right, wisdom. Let's see. Oh shit! Missed it by 1. Okay, so
Damn.
all of a sudden the mannequin looked like it was
Wait, that's
like it swung again at Callista, but with her like little rabbit hop, she was able to kind of parkour off the wall over Antares and just dart out the door. In like mid swing, it just halts. So it has to listen. It's only going to last 1 round because he's halting and listening to your command.
Mhm.
So that's good. So that's your action. You have your bonus and your speed movement left.
I forget what I can do for bonus. Hang on. I think. Ooh, I don't know if I want to use it now or not. Because I still have that tale that he heard from the spirits last round. I just don't know if I
Wasn't
want
that
to.
a healing tale?
No, it's hang on.
I
It's
thought-
temporary. It's temporary hit points.
I think that's a
The
good
target
option.
and another creature of its choice it can see within 5 feet of it gains temporary hit points equal to a roll of the Bardic Inspiration dice, and your Charisma modifier.
If your question is, can you do it to yourself? The answer is yes.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to use that here and now.
Oh, okay.
We're about to take a jump that could hurt us if we don't roll well. Having
That
those
is
extra hit points
true.
could make the difference. Everybody else is over 30 hit points, but you and Callista, so I would vote do them.
Am I able to reach Callista? I have to be within 5
I would save
feet.
it till you could reach her if you can't.
Yeah.
Personally.
Let me double check my movement. My speed is 30, so I could potentially.
Is it a touch spell or is it a
It doesn't.
somebody
It's.
you can see?
It doesn't
It just said a person
say.
of your choosing, right? It could
And
be-
it said somebody that
Yeah.
you can see, so it doesn't. That's not. It
So I
doesn't.
have to be near you. I have to join you to use it.
No, you can
That's
see.
not far to get out the door though.
Oh, yeah, I
that
can
door
see,
If
is
you
though.
literally
open.
stick your head out the door, you could see her, and that would go into effect.
And that is it okay if I move and then do that?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Then I'm gonna have Vaughn kind of 5, 10, 15. Kind of joining Halder and Callista. And in that moment when he sees her, he's gonna look at her and say, "You know we're really good friends, right?" And then he's gonna snap his fingers, and then that's when the temporary hit points are gonna set in.
All right. So Callista, you get those 10 extra. Lovely.
It's a roll of my dice, my bardic inspiration die, and my charisma modifier.
Okay.
And my
So
charisma modifier is 5.
okay.
And then
A
remind me
D6.
what the d6. Thank you.
Big 6, let's go.
Boop, boop.
That's still
Okay,
pretty
not too
good.
bad. Not too
You
bad.
can only have temporary hit points from one source, right? Because I still have 3 from my heroism potion that's about to run out, but I would rather have the 9.
If you get temporary hit points from a new source, you can choose to retain the one you already have, which dismisses the spell, or you replace it.
I'm gonna replace it with the ones he just gave me.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Perfect.
All right.
That gets you almost back up to full with those 2 together, so that's something.
Yeah.
All right, Vaughn. Sounds like that's the end of your turn.
Yes, that is all it for me.
Awesome. I'm gonna take this eye off since your hex is no longer active.
Thank you.
All right, Halder.
Halder's gonna be slightly confused on why everybody's running since he's not fully in the room. And then he's just going to follow Callista and stand by the door.
Well, Halder would have heard the scream. That sounds like it's pretty far off. So at least he would have heard that. So there is some context there. All right, so he runs over to Callista. Awesome. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust something. There it is. Whoop. All right. All right. Bringing us to, unless you have anything else, Halder.
No, that's it.
All right. Bringing us to the mannequin. And also,
It just doesn't do anything for that turn.
he does not do anything for that turn. However, I have some things to move around on my
Oh gosh.
on my end.
Not the Lornlings.
Yup, they be coming. 5,
Whoop.
10,
We
10,
gotta
10,
get
10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. We'll put this one here. 5, 10. Whoa. My screen just went black for a second. 15, 20.
Uh-oh.
Dun,
There we go.
dun, dun.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I hate it when
15,
Shaney
20,
does that.
25. Yup. Okay. 5, 10. Action to open the door. 15. Can they share? Nope. Okay. Gonna have to be little. Okay, got one down there. Okay, cool. Cool. And then let's see. I'm gonna have this guy run all the way. And they're gonna use their act to dash. right. Creatures. Why did I not have this one up? There we go. Let me just make sure they don't have anything. Okay, sweet. We got some dagger attacks. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Vaughn, you are the closest. So, seeing you, two of these Lornlings are going to use a total of 4 attacks because they have multi-attack on your
Oh god.
lovely self. So you're going to get 4 dagger attacks. Let me double check
Oh.
that when I roll this, it will not do the stupid things that I always hate that it does. Query, never whisper, auto. Okay. All right, here we go. We got 4 coming your way. Ready?
Oh, God.
Boop. All right.
Y'all.
Oh
Y'all.
no.
Y'all.
I know.
So, but does
No,
11
I'm
does
dead.
11 hit you?
Y'all,
Does
I'm
11
dead.
does 11 hit you?
How do I check that again? Sorry.
It's your it's your AC.
Yeah.
It does hit you?
11 hits you?
Yeah.
Are you not
Okay.
wearing armor?
My AC is 10.
Oh
you
my
have
god.
a -1
Okay, hold
dex.
on. So
Oh
we got
my
9 to
God.
bring you down. The next one would, so the second hit would take you down.
So wait, 9 is your AC?
No,
10 is my AC, but the initial attack was 9.
9 hit.
So
Ah,
there goes
9
my 10
damage.
hit points. And then the
so
7.
wait, the 9 didn't hit.
No, sorry. The
And
9
they-
damage. I'm saying 9 damage. I'm not saying. So it was the first hit to 22 to hits. 9 damage. I can't see your hit points, so you got to walk me through with what you got on your sheet cuz I only see 14 for you.
Yeah, I'm going through it. So that first attack took away my 10 hit points.
Which was the total of
The
9.
9.
Okay. Cool. Then you have 14.
The second was 7.
Okay.
So
Bringing
that
you
brought
to
me
7.
down to 7. And then the third
The
one
reason-
was 9,
Okay.
which brings me down to -1.
You don't go negative, so you go unconscious,
Okay.
and then the last
Oh,
hit,
God.
the Lornling didn't realize that like you went down, and because it's a nat 1, gets the dagger stuck in the wood,
Oh,
kind of like in between where your arm is and your torso, and it's gonna have to use an action to pull the dagger out. So that's gonna be this guy right here. I'm gonna put a little dot next to him so I know to do that.
Oh my God, y'all.
Vaughn is down, and that is gonna move something else. That is moved. That is that aggro round, bringing us to Antares.
Okay. Antares is small. And as long as he doesn't leave their like attack area, could he like slip through these guys to like this space over here?
You can't go through enemy lines. You can go around
Okay.
it, but yeah, you like just because they're
Could he
small.
share a space with Vaughn? I think he just wants to get close
Um,
to these guys and try to take their aggro if he can, because if he gets unsummoned, that's not something we have to deal with. Or
Yeah,
a
I mean,
person
he
we have
could
to
he
save,
could
you know?
stand here and take aggro of
When
these two.
Like, could he get right there?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Then that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna go there and kind of loom behind what's his face's unconscious body and try to get the attention of those guys and intimidate
You know
them in
what?
some way.
I'll allow, and we'll just put him here. I'll allow Antares going into Vaughn's space and being like protective dog over Vaughn.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wants to do.
Okay.
Is just kind of like bear down and like get
Okay.
away from him. So just so that they don't like attack him while he's down and
Got it.
make him lose it.
Yep,
Yeah.
but we can do that. And then I'll say like his fur is all like puffed out, and he's puffing his chest out, trying to make himself as big as he can.
Nice. Okay, what is that? Charisma?
Oh,
Do you want him to roll for it, or do you want him to just do
you
it?
know what? Let's do it. We've done this with him in the past. Let's go ahead and do an intimidation check. So that yeah, that would be charisma.
Charisma? Yes. He's not good at it.
Okay, well, I just got the image of the little tiny cat from the Aristocats, when he's trying to be like he's trying his best. He really is.
This fits with the new art of him where he's a cute little baby.
All right, we have Victor.
Okay. Let me see. I had an idea,
He's
but
a
I
paid
don't want
actor,
to.
man.
I don't want to murder Antares because that would be unfortunate.
It's literally just an action to get him back instantly. Not upset if that's why he's there. Like he's not upset if he gets hurt. He can come back.
It takes an action and it takes an hour to summon him.
That's
when
true.
So
But see, I needed Victor to go on to. It's the problem. Okay, one sec. I can. We'll just do this then. Yeah, okay. Victor will move, scoot around the door here.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay.
That's 10.
20.
I'm not going to do that though, because that will absolutely kill Halder. Going to make some weapon attacks for now, just to keep things simple. Going to specifically do this one in the center.
Okay.
I thought he had green flame blade. It's not.
As a note, these little lornlings, they look like they are like vibrating like quickly in movement. Like they look almost blurred. So all attack rolls against lornlings have disadvantage. Just so you know.
Center attack. Okay.
Yeah.
Noted.
Yeah.
Do it anyway. Bang. 17.
17 hits.
Very good. 4 damage.
Do one on this guy right here. Okay.
That should be magic damage because of Pact of the Blade.
Okay.
It's been a while though.
Yeah. Duly noted.
And that should be all for now.
Awesome. All right. Etika, your turn.
I'm going to skip around here. I'm going to look at the Lornlings in the way, raise my finger up and snap and cast Word of Radiance, afflicting all enemies within range.
Okay. Is that a dex save or?
That is a save. I don't think it's dex. It should be Constitution save.
Okay. Range 5 feet. Each creature you can see within range. So they would have to be.
Oh, my choice.
But they would have to be surrounding you. So right now you would only be able to hit Victor.
Oh, that is 5 feet. Oops. My mistake. Okay. It has been a while. Pardon me.
You're
I
good.
will just. I will toll the dead onto the one in the center that just took damage.
It was this guy that took damage.
Okay. I will toll the dead.
Okay.
So that is a wisdom save.
Where did my little thing go? There it is. Wisdom save. That is a fail.
Nope. D12. 11.
Okay. Oh, 11.
Yes.
All right. That Lornling goes down.
Very good.
Especially
They are not
because it's been
stinky at
already
all.
damaged. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and remove him for the one is
And I
down.
can do a cantrip and then a spell, yes?
Yes. So it's your action. So if you have a bonus spell, you can use it. Because I think Toll the Dead is a cantrip. Yeah.
I will Healing Word on Vaughn.
Oh, yay. Okay.
Oh my god, I'm almost out of spell slots. Weh.
Yeah, same.
First level.
6.
6.
All right, Vaughn, you come back up with 6 hit points.
That's actually max. Pretty cool. I believe you also get an attack. I'm
Not
gonna
with
let it
not
do
with
this.
bonus action or not with healing word. He just comes to consciousness.
That would just be orders demand if it did. I'm not actually sure if it does.
Okay.
Because the whole
Oh,
coming back to life.
you can use Shanna to exert intimidating as an action you present.
Oh, whoops, wrong thing. Not
Like,
orders demand. That is voice of authority. I think. Damn, it's been a while. There we go. Or
You can
declares a week.
invoke the power. If you cast a spell with the spell slot for so higher an ally, the spell that ally can use the reaction. Oh, shit, that's cool. Yeah, so Vaughn, you
Yeah.
wake up and you're like, ah! So I don't know what weapon Vaughn is using. It's a weapon attack. So you could use your fists.
Can I, before we go into that, can I just make it canon that the way Vaughn kind of comes out of this is like a vampire rising from his arms crossed over his chest, just kind of like.
That's so camp. I love it. Yes, of course.
Amazing. Okay. Vaughn does have a Vaughn does have a dagger that he could use. Is that something I can do?
Yeah, it has to be a weapon attack. So
Amazing. Then Vaughn is going to use his dagger on this little Lornling right here between him and Callista. How do I do that though? Do I just click on the dagger?
You
and
click on the dagger.
Yeah, you click
and
on the
it should
dagger.
let you roll.
Sure.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And we'll say it'll go to this little Lornling with the stuck dagger, and it takes 2 points of stabby damage. Talk about karma.
Take that. Karma's a bitch. You should have known
Wait,
better.
so he rose up like a vampire and then went, "Ee!" and
Yeah.
stabbed him for just like 2 damage.
Yep.
Ee!
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
That's sick.
All right.
Reaction to speak.
Yep.
We need to leave now. We have trespassed in the home of a fae of all things. We are in serious trouble if we do not get out of here.
Love this plan.
Cliss is like mid jump. All right.
Callista has not jumped yet.
No, I know. No, I know.
But
I'm just.
She looks back and she hears what's his face say, "We are such good friends," and she looks at him and she kind of squints her eyes and she goes, "God, I wish I could remember your name." And then she's going to take a step out to the balcony. You said it's 25 feet down to the wood below?
Mm-hmm. Because there's like the wooden staircase that wraps around.
I'm going to look down and cast Misty Step and go down there.
All right. You guys just see her, poof, which I'm not sure if anyone's seen Callista do that yet.
No, she's never done it before. This is
Yeah.
the first time casting the
So
spell.
you guys just like see her like, oh, I wish I could remember her name. Poof, disappears, land like, and you guys would hear like maybe a thump of wood, but you don't know where she went now.
I think the movement before she disappeared is definitely that like rabbit got caught in the garden for just an instant before she disappears. Like
I love
it's a
that.
scamper escape.
Okay, I'm just gonna put you like down here to the side for now. Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah. That's your bonus action. So you used what, 10 feet to get to the edge, and then you look down, did the spell?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, I haven't really used any movement or a real action.
All right.
Is there any action that I should have done before I left there? I don't think so.
That's up to you.
I couldn't really hurt any of them without throwing my dagger, which I don't want to leave anything identifiable.
Uh-huh.
I'm not putting down the helmet. Oh, you know what? Can I use my action to put on the helmet before I Misty Step?
Yes, you can. Okay, hold on. Hold, please.
I'm hoping that it's armor.
Oh my
and
God, that makes me
I'm
nervous.
really scared because Vaughn just went down in one altercation with these
hold,
things. I don't think
please.
I could survive an altercation with them.
Yeah.
So
let
I think
me-
she would instinctually be like, armor, I'll put it on. Maybe after she misty steps, just in case something.
I
bad
gotta
happens.
check something.
Please tell me it's not cursed.
I'm hoping not. And if it is, we'll deal with it. It's fine.
Your, for lack of a better term, brain starts to itch. Like, in a good way, kind of, maybe a question mark. You get the sensation that there's like magic, like a hum within this item, as is not a surprise, as you know, you guys were drawn to this item, but you don't get any indication of if it's magical or not right now. And I'll give you a little bit of a buffer if you get hit in some way.
Cool. Yeah, it's definitely just a defensive move of, oh my god, that dude, I swear I know his name, just went down. I don't want to be next, and I know I'm squishy.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Slap it on.
So I think for the sake of this, we're and I'll actually put you right here. You know the boat is on this corner, and we'll just use like this row to indicate the plank. So if you want to use your movement to like run towards this corner to get to the boat, you are welcome to do so.
Perfect.
And I think you started here. Were you here or were you?
I started I was on this square right inside the door.
Okay, so
I did like 5 feet here.
Look down,
over
boof.
the
Okay, so you have 20 left?
Sure.
Well,
5,
it depends
10,
on what
15,
what speed Callista
Yeah,
has.
if we call that 10, I have a 30 total speed.
Okay, you have 25 left.
So that'd be 20. 25?
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
I don't want to be like super duper far in case somebody needs help.
Totally.
But, I do want to get as close to the boat as fast as I can.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Vaughn, your turn.
Okay, I have multiple questions.
Hit me.
One, if Vaughn runs past these Lornlings, they get an attack of opportunity, correct?
Potentially, yes. Also, you have Antares. You are currently prone. If you were to like roll over, there's this small large dog bearing the hackles at the Lornlings around you, and the one in front of you here currently is trying to grab and get the dagger out of the wood next to you.
Okay. And my dagger is currently in it? Or did I just like jab at it?
You jabbed at it.
Okay.
So your dagger's in your hand. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'll ask another question before I continue. Vaughn is Fey touched thanks to his level up. So he's also able to use Misty Step.
My God.
However,
Jesus Christ.
However, it's a very weird caveat because it's a second level spell for him. But he doesn't have any second level spell slots at the moment.
You can't use it.
However,
oh Jesus.
For Fey Touch, it says that I can cast this without expending a spell slot.
Yes.
Does that mean I can still do it even though I don't have?
That's what that means. So like certain characters,
I can do it even though I don't have a spell slot.
Correct. It is an innate ability that you have as that race. But it should tell you how often you can use it. Like it can use it once.
It says I can only do it once every long rest.
Okay. Then this is your one time to use it. And for the record, if you are to use a teleportation type spell like Misty Step in this instance, it will never incur an attack of opportunity. You just poof. For the record.
But that's what I'm saying. I can't, because I have to be able to see where I'm going for that, correct?
Correct. So you could see, technically, you can see like the ground of the porch. So you could like look over and basically like be like, bamf.
Because the door is open, correct?
The door is open, yes. Unless Callista slammed
I
the door.
left it open.
Yep.
Perfect.
I mean,
well then I think I'm going to do that.
Technically, I'm just putting this out there. Technically, 5, 10, 15, 20. If you wanted to, you could bamf to open air, knowing that there's no ground underneath there. But you can see the air in front of the porch. So if you wanted, potentially, but also you're at 6 health points. It's like you can take the gamble. You could take the roll. Or you can just... So...
I was thinking try to get around the Lornlings and then follow Callista. That's what I was thinking.
So
You want to try and get out to the porch before you use it.
Yeah.
So to do that, so if you were to like step, you can step here, stepping here you would get 2 attack of opportunities from 2 Lornlings, and then by the time
Right.
you step here, you would get a 3rd. Well, actually, yeah, that's for me. And then so you would potentially have 3 attacks coming your way.
Mm-hmm.
So, decisions.
And because I'm so low, I don't think I want to do my initial plan. So I think what'll happen is just while Vaughn's just kind of prone, he'll kind of look around, realize, like, really just kind of take in the situation that he's in again, and he's gonna see the open door. He's gonna look to the balcony, and he's gonna snap his fingers, and he's gonna disappear into this like red smoke, almost like if you guys have seen Once Upon a Time, like how they kind of disappear.
Yes.
Like, yeah,
I love
kind of
that
like
show.
that kind of vibe.
I love that show.
And he's gonna reappear on the porch
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself.
or balcony, porch, whatever it is.
Yep. Poof. All right. You have a free action
Thank
if you
you,
wish.
Callista, for reminding me that was a thing. Oh gosh, I don't really have anything else that I can do. I have one level 1 spell slot left, and no cantrips to help me here. Hang on.
Oh, Vaughn, make a perception check for me,
Yes?
please.
Oh god. Which one is that again? It's just perception.
Perception. It's under skills.
Right? P, letter P. There it is.
I shit you not. The DC was 12.
So
In the distance, in the far distance, you see a roiling gray cloud of what you would maybe think is like, you ever see like mushrooms like puff, like they, like whatever that gunk
the
is.
mushroom clouds.
Mushroom clouds. And at the front of this massive mushroom cloud, you see a floating and very angry Bavlorna, arms extended, almost from this perspective as wide as this cottage itself. And she is coming straight towards that porch. And if you haven't noticed, there's a little ticker that I put on the map. She will get here in 3 turns.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Vaughn is going to see that. His eyes are going to go absolutely wide. And just with the most smallest voice ever possibly come out of his mouth, he's just going to go, time to go.
All right. Halder.
I had an idea, but I don't know if I want to do it now.
I just like from Halder's perspective, everybody just like ran out of the room and everyone's going, time to go, time to go, time to go.
I had an idea
Go ahead.
to make it to where, like, try to make it to where they could get out easily without having to deal with the lornlings.
Oh, I think I know what he's trying to say.
But I don't know.
I don't know if this is the time or place.
I don't think I'm thinking what you're thinking.
Oh, then never mind.
It's a different thing.
Darn. I'm sad.
This wall, right? Oh, let me mark. That was a half wall, right?
Yes, because that's a staircase going down to the 2nd floor.
Okay.
Drop kick him over the wall.
Here's an idea.
Well, my idea was
Throwing your spear?
Ooh.
You have to pick it up.
I mean, they're short. You could probably embed it in the half wall, so it's not too far.
That's what I was thinking. Aim for like the corner of the half wall there.
Yeah, you could totally do it. It's within range. You're proficient in it. It's like a trick shot.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Going to
Go Sparky.
Yep, use Sparky and aim for the corner of the half wall by the stairs.
Okay.
Whoa.
So
Okay,
9
roll it.
does not hit.
Damn.
But it's still in a line, so they still have to make a deck save. So, I don't think any of you have come across the term evasion yet in this game, unless you've played the D&D game. So evasion is kind of a roguelike spell. You get it like mid-levels. These Lornlings have evasion. So anytime that they are, an effect makes them roll dexterity. If they succeed your DC, this DC of 13, they take no damage. If they fail, they take half. So no matter what, they're going to be taking 4 or 0. Hashtag love rogues. So I'm going to go ahead and roll, what is that, 3? 3 of these guys? Yeah. And we'll go like closest to, oh my God. Okay. Why can I always roll like that? So in like the weirdest, like vibrating, weird motion, like acrobatic shit, all of these Lornlings almost sense this javelin getting thrown, and the javelin doesn't actually hit its target. It kind of slaps the wall and falls. So it is on the ground. I'll say, where's my little tool? Right here. So you'll have to remember to pick it up. Okay?
Good try.
Good. It was a really great idea. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. The dice sometimes.
Normally it works.
All right. Do you want to move?
Yes.
Okay.
Think. If I
It's time to
go,
fly shroud.
if I go here, would it be an attack of opportunity?
For that Lornling,
Warning.
yes. For this guy, yes. For this guy, no.
I'm gonna risk it.
Okay. And it's just one. It's one dagger hit, and you're not, for the record, unless you want to. Do you want to rage?
Yes.
Okay. DM says good choice. All right. So we got this guy going to, and I'll say this, yeah, this is a melee as you run by. 23 to hit, 10 piercing, halved to 5 because you're raging. So it's 15 feet. You should have 10 left if I
do have 10 left.
So you can continue if you wish.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick up Sparky.
Okay. I'll say it'll be your bonus action next round to do so.
Okay.
Because it does take effort to like bend down and pick that up.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. And you're still within threat of this guy, so you don't incur any others. This guy has used up his, this is important for everybody, for the rest of the people. The reaction of this Lornling has been used up, which means if anyone were to run by this Lornling, it cannot attack you because it's already done. So
Nice.
all right. bringing us to the mannequin, whose last command was to hold. That drops. So I'm going to go ahead and what speed do you have? Okay.
Don't you do it.
Another thing coming to attack
not.
us. No.
Hello.
Asshole.
It's going to run up and it gets to do 2 melee attacks. One is going to be like a punch to the back of your head, followed by like an actual, right as I was going to say the word, it's going to slam you with its head. Head attack. Head attack? Headbutt. There we go.
Headbutt.
Thank you. I was like, words, things? Question mark. So here's 1 slam, 2 slam. For a total of 11 points of damage. Bludgeoning damage.
Hurts a little bit, I guess. I'm immune to not. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, whoa. I thought you were gonna be like, I'm immune to mannequin damage.
Mannequin damage.
All right. That is that one's turn. This Lorneling is going to use its action to pick up the dagger. I'm going to go ahead and move up this last Lorneling. It's going to move there, and it's going to have advantage on Halder because they're in an advantage position. And then this one doesn't have any more attacks. This one will have an attack. And this one will have 2. Okay, so like this one's going to attack Victor. And then these 2 are going to attack Halder. So Halder, here are the 2 with advantage. We got 1, which I think is 22 hits. So you'll take 4 points of piercing. That's after being raging. Here's the second one. 24 to hit. So you took a total of 4 piercing from that one Lornley. And then I got 2 more your way with normal. 1. Does a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Okay, so another 4. And that'll hit 2, and that will be for 3. So we got 8, 12, 15 points total damage of piercing. Let me know if you're good after that.
Still good.
All right. So then I'm going to go ahead and do the Lornling on Victor. We got 1 and 2. That'll be 16 points of piercing damage on Victor. Etika, do you want me to do it, or are you doing it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was dealing with something.
All good.
How much damage?
16.
Sorry, are you dealing damage to me?
Nope,
To
Victor. Victor.
Victor. Okay, thought so.
Victor. I'm going to have him go this way.
Victor
No.
is bloodied.
Okay. All right. Brings us to Antares.
Antares can't really do anything. He can't attack. So, I guess he's... And jump off?
Okay. Antares, make a acrobatics check, which will be a dex check.
Alright, we got a +2.
Okay.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Let's see, because I said that was 25 feet up. I'm gonna roll 2d6. He's gonna take half.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck you.
Okay.
He takes 1. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Take 1 point. He just like stubs one of his toes as he lands below.
I don't remember how to change his hit points. Can you help me?
Yeah, I got you. So on your, you can even do it from the toe. Oh wait, hold on. The token doesn't hold. What the phone?
He has. Wait, how many hit points does he have? Wait,
He
where
is
did his character
5.
sheet go? I just had it.
Oh, he's so
Okay, I
lucky.
see
He has
that.
5, so he's 4 now.
The goodest boy. I guess he's down here now.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm actually gonna fix this HP. There it is.
I don't think he's ever taken damage before.
I don't think he has either.
We sent him on an adventure once and got rid of him
Nothing
that way,
happened.
but that's the only way he's like
Mm-hmm.
poofed.
Okay.
Nice. Oh, he's a big boy. He's got his own HP bar.
Yeah, I have to update the token. Give me 1 second. Okay. So now if you click on his token and the 5 circle, if you bring that to 4, it'll adjust it for you. So you don't have to go into his character sheet. There you go.
Perfect. Okay, so it took him 20 feet of his movement, which is half, to get to the balcony. How
Okay.
much did it take him to jump?
I'll say 5, but the way that I rule fall damage is because gravity is the thing. Fall damage is free as far as movement goes, so whatever he lands with, he has the remaining movement. He should have the remaining movement.
Okay, so that'd be 25, so he has 15 left. So could he be like right behind Callista?
100%.
Perfect.
He's favoring one of his paws
Is
because
petting the dog a free action?
I will allow you to pet the dog. I will always allow you to pet the dog for the record.
He will elicit some snuggles while they wait.
Wonderful. Victor's turn.
All right. So, so Victor's going to see Etika get smacked by the mannequin. Look over and say, "Are you all right?" "Yes, of course I'm all right." "Cool." Give Etika the thumbs up and disappear.
Oh.
Victor has Misty Step.
Oh, okay. I thought he went invincible. Invisible. So where is he Misty stepping to?
30 feet within range, so perfect.
Balcony.
Off the balcony.
Off the balcony. All right, go ahead.
How long is that a drop?
He
Yeah,
well,
he can take it.
he didn't know, but
25
now, yeah, it's 25 feet. Go ahead, and make a deck save, please.
Yup.
That sounds like something Victor would do, though. Not gonna lie.
Or sorry, acrobatic check.
Acrobatics. You're proficient, baby. Okay.
All right,
well,
so he's gonna
shit.
take the
Son-
full fall damage of 2d6.
Oh no.
So 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine, and yeah,
Down to 9.
okay. Anything else?
Etika is just going to watch him disappear from view, just flash out of the distance, and just go, "Are you bloody serious?" He's going to just run. Yeah, still movement, so just run as far as you can.
Okay. So we're using this line to designate the dock. Maybe I could just draw it. Here we go. Where's Brown? I appreciate Roll20 so much.
Yes.
And then this will be the boat. Cool. All right. Etika, as a note, when it comes to your turn, you look down and those gold footprints still showing up. They have not gone away. Just letting you know. What would you like to do?
Is there anything more I can discern about the footsteps?
It's probably going to take longer than the time that you have for.
I'll kind of just look down, squint my eyes at them, and just shake it off. I would like to disengage and run.
Okay. Disengage and... Yeah, that disengaging takes away from all or one? Can you remember me?
No. Let's find out.
I think only one has an attack of opportunity, right?
Well, one would. Well, two.
No,
He's
'cause
running
he'd have
by.
to go quickest and faster too.
They haven't had a turn though, and they've used their reactions, or at least. Oh, that guy hasn't. Yeah, yeah.
The
But has
mannequin
this
hasn't.
person?
It was this one who had used it.
So yeah, he just has to
Well,
worry about the mannequin.
they just
this
got-
one attacked Halder, right?
I'm trying to remember Halder. Oh, they refreshed all their rate. That sucks. Okay, so they just had their turn again, which means they got their reactions back. So everyone has their reaction back.
Drats.
Yep.
So 4.
So 4. Well, if he's using disengage, I just need to know if it's once you use it, is it against one or all?
To quote the player's handbook,
Yeah.
if you take the disengage action, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn.
Cool. Good to go. All right.
Everybody.
You're just like hot potato, hot potato, hot potato.
Run, bitches, run! I'm fucking out. I jump over the side.
You jump over this. Okay, give me an acrobatics check, please.
That's so
Parkour.
typical.
And I just love that everyone's running past Vaughn, going, "Who the fuck is this guy?
Oh,
fuck is
man.
this guy?
What is this guy's name?"
High five.
Everyone's running by with a really confused look on their face at Vaughn.
Yeah, I'll deal with that next turn.
Yes, acrobatics, please.
Yeah, I'm elf. I
And
did it again. I forgot to take it off.
it's okay.
4.
6 points of bludgeoning damage, please.
Okay.
And if you're wondering how I'm calculating this for folks, every 10 feet is a d6 of damage in physics of D&D when you fall. So, because you're only at 25, we agreed to round down. It's just going to be 2.
I am a fucking half elven and I almost died to gravity 3 times. This is incredible.
It's really funny. All right, top of the round.
Ironic, isn't it?
Does it?
The hag has come closer. Callista, your turn.
Callista's gonna look up at the balcony and gonna be like, hey, I want to say, Grain, make sure Halder gets out. And then she's gonna dash to the boat and use all her movement.
Not me going,
Grain's
who
not
is she
right.
talking
Where did you
to?
get Grain from? His name is obvious.
And at this Callista, as you look back at the balcony, you notice off to your left the big mushroom cloud of Bav barreling down upon the cottage. And she sees you all.
Oh God.
Oh no.
She's close enough to see you guys now.
So if I dash, I have 60 feet of movement.
Yes.
Does that put me in the boat?
Yes, I believe so.
But you're in the water, does that still
5,
apply?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Oh, goddamn screen. Hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 55, 60. Exactly to get into the boat, yes.
Oh, wow.
Did Vaughn ever pick up that head?
Which head?
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
just making
That's
sure.
why I asked.
No,
No,
'cause we
you
put it
didn't.
down.
You said it. You had put it down to put it.
Oh my god.
So the only thing we took is the helmet
Yes, the only thing.
and all the lost
Yep.
things.
I am a kind and
God damn it! So we didn't achieve anything.
no.
We need
I'm
that head.
I am a kind. Your characters would know. I am kind enough. I'm not gonna let that happen. I will say Vaughn was the closest, right, to it.
Yeah, I'm the one that picked it up.
Okay, Vaughn, you have it in your hands. It's
Oh.
awkward looking because it's big. You know, it's a 10-point antler.
Right.
But no, I'm not gonna be that much of a mean DM to you guys.
Imagine we all get to the boat and look around like, okay, who's got the head?
That would be so funny. But
In
that would
another
absolutely
world.
suck.
All right, that's Callista.
screaming.
Vaughn, your turn.
Vaughn is gonna look back towards Halder. Oh God, I don't know how I can help him. I don't have any good spell slots. Yeah, I don't have anything that would be good to help him. I can't even use guidance because it's a touch spell. Maybe I can give Halder some bardic inspiration?
Yeah? That's huge.
Okay, let's do that.
Good job,
That's
guy.
how
Bye. Okay.
You're making me count.
So
Nailing
yeah,
it,
Von is
man
gonna
on
look back at
Falcon.
Halder. He's gonna give Halder this little wink. And I don't know why, but like in my head, like when he does this, I envision like that little like twinkling sound that you hear sometimes in like video games and like comics and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I don't know.
the twinkle in
That's
the
what I
eye.
imagine. Yeah, exactly.
I love
That's how
that
I
shit.
imagine this. And so now he has bardic inspiration for whenever he wants to use it. And then he's gonna give Halder a nod and say, "Well, best of luck to you." And he's gonna jump off the balcony.
All right. Guess what, Mr. Six Health?
I know I'm not
no.
ready for this.
Make an acrobatics check.
I will
no...
attempt to. No, I won't.
I
I
have.
was going to say I will catch you. The
I
fuck I
have-
will. I'll
Wait,
die.
wait.
No.
I have a thought real quick before you roll that.
So it's a dexterity saving throw? Is that what it is?
Nope.
Or
Acrobatics check.
just acrobatics?
Unless you can convince me of another thing that you're gonna do. You're gonna be like tumbling.
Nah, Von's not that dexterous.
Blah blah blah. You can replace any attack rolls ability creature you can see. Okay, I can't see him. No worries.
I'm so scared to do this. Oh my god, I'm so scared.
I believe.
Oh god. I don't believe.
Okay.
Oh god.
So, everybody, let's just take a moment before I roll these 2d6. For the fate of Vaughn
Whoa.
in this moment.
Oh god.
Here we go.
And if I go prone in the water,
Below
do I
average.
just, like,
you're not
sink?
in the water, you're gonna was that a nat 1?
That-
Was that a nat 1? No, it wasn't. Okay.
No.
It was a 3.
No.
This can't go wrong, right? This can't go. Oh my god, you lucky
It went
son of a bitch. You're so
No.
Wait,
lucky.
how? I'm confused.
You only took. It's only 4 damage. You have 6 health.
Yep.
Oh, my
That's
god.
why do you think I was like, oh my god, that you could get 12 damage. You're such a lucky son of a bitch, Vaughn.
And nobody even knows
Hold
his
on.
name.
Wait.
Oh no.
Okay. Etika, make a dex save, please.
Oh no.
Cause
Why?
Because I'm gonna fall
well,
down
look at the
top
map.
of him.
Look at the map.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yep.
I'm an elf, right? What could
Come on,
possibly?
that's-
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
You
Okay.
just coolly like sidestep. I'll give you that.
See, if they were better friends, he would have caught him. But no, Vaughn had to be a dick.
There we go.
I look back at you. I can heal him after he gets back. Are you going to get back up?
Like a sack of potatoes.
How deep
Huh?
is this water again?
I mean, shit, I don't know your
No,
name.
you landed on the walkway.
Oh, I thought we.
25
Oh.
feet down from that balcony is the walkway.
I totally thought
decided.
we were jumping into water.
No, this is
No,
that's
we
why
can
we've
run.
yeah. 25
That makes so
would-
much more sense. Now.
Yeah, it would be more. Yeah, cuz there's a wraparound staircase. Anyway.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. All right. You failed that. So I'm not gonna make you prone. Nat one would have been prone. I don't know if you have any other speed. Do you have any other movement left?
How much do I take
All
when I
he
fall?
did was all he did was jump.
What do you mean? You don't.
5.
Jumping does not, because it doesn't take energy. Because gravity is what's exerting that energy on
Yes,
you, pulling
gravity.
you down. It's not your own.
Okay.
Hashtag physics.
Well, after Vaughn kind of gets up, he's gonna kind of brush himself off and kind of look at Etika and just kind of roll his eyes in casual Vaughn fashion.
You all right?
Yes, I'm fine. And he's
Good,
gonna
you need to
run
go.
past. And he's gonna
Wait.
run
Oh,
past.
all right.
Before you do that, do you want to hold your movement till he can heal you? so that you have a chance, because Bevlorna's going to be here in 2 turns.
Spells.
Oh, you don't have any spell slot? I thought you said you could heal him.
I can't
With
heal him, but
spells.
I have a spell slot.
Yeah, and I
I
feel
mean,
like we should
out of
save.
out of all the things, unless, do you have anything that could use that spell slot to heal more than one person at once?
I have aid, I suppose, but we'll
Would that be
see
able
if we
to
need
get
it.
Vaughn and Victor on your turn if they hadn't moved yet? Because Victor goes right before you. If Vaughn and Victor hold their movement until you do your spell, you guys could all kind of move together after the spell.
I actually hit everyone right now.
Because you're kind,
except for-
they're they're kind of all in a row. Halder gets a turn before your turn too, so that would give Halder a chance to get into range. You could hit everybody with aid, and then you could all kind of move together as a group.
Yep. Okay.
Vaughn is also right below the balcony, though.
He could.
So I
I
wanna
mean, he
move a
could move
little
like 10 feet, and then like, oh, is he allowed to do that? Like, move a little bit of his.
It depends
he,
on
like-
if he has speed left, movement left.
I have 30.
He
that I
hasn't done
haven't
an
used.
action yet, right? Just a bonus action.
Yeah,
So all
I've done is
he's
jump.
Done is jump down.
No,
So he
because I
hasn't
gave Holder Bardic Inspiration. Does that count?
Isn't that a bonus action?
That's a bonus action. You still have
Oh,
an
then
action,
never
so
mind.
you can
You
dash
could
if you.
You could dash as your action.
What is
and
that?
walk.
I don't know.
It-
Remind me how to do
Dashing just gives you an additional however much speed you have.
So
It doubles
I
your
have
speed.
30. Ooh, so I would have 60.
Hmm.
So you could almost make it to the boat in one movement, but we're saying hold your movement till after Etika's turn. That way he can heal you and have that be the trigger that once Etika casts aid, then you take your movement. That way, hopefully, we can get everybody to the boat and healed.
Which you can do. You can use your reaction to say, "I hold my action of dashing until I'm healed," and the trigger for you to dash is being healed by Etika. That
So
doesn't
what
mean
if I
Etika will
had
heal
that-
you, but like that's the trigger.
Okay.
If you would like to do
So what
that.
if I hypothetically just move towards like Antares? What is that? 5, 10, 15, 20 feet? Would I then be able to use my 40 feet later?
No.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
what?
You
So of
do
your
the
normal feet right
30
now, how
and
much?
then the
how-
other 30?
Sorry, can you?
I have
how,
30. I have 30, but like as is.
Yeah, so if you want to use your normal 30, that's what you get. You can do that now.
Mhm.
And then you can say, I'm going to use my reaction to hold my action of dashing until Etika heals me.
Okay, we're gonna go with that.
Okay, cool.
I like that plan.
Cool, cool,
I don't
cool.
want to be here when Halder comes barging off of that balcony because I'm only on 2 health points.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I don't need this dwarf landing on my head and just knocking me out. So I'm gonna go here,
Awesome. Okay. And we're going
and
to...
I'm gonna hold my thing until the thing with the things.
That sounds great.
Sorry.
Halder, you're no, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're going to use your reaction to hold your action of dashing until Etika heals you, which is the trigger.
That exactly.
Yep.
Amazing.
All right.
We're
Halder.
getting out of here.
Are you?
He's got bardic inspiration, so we better
got
get
a
the fuck out of here.
If she
Fuck,
makes
fuck,
it to
fuck.
us, I got a plan.
All right,
We can
Halder.
talk our ways out of this.
You got
Oh,
4
God.
Lornlings in the room with you and a wooden mannequin, like if it had eyes, staring at you right now.
If it-
Halder's going to pick up Sparky.
Okay. I'll say that's your bonus action.
I could disengage, right?
You can use your action to disengage and run.
Okay. Halder's gonna pull a page out of Etika's book. Look around, be like, nice to meet you, and run.
Okay. So it would take you
You're
5,
so fast.
10, 15, 20 feet to get to the porch in an efficient route.
So 20 feet to get onto the porch.
Yep.
Okay. And then he's just gonna jump.
All right. So it'll take a 5 to go over. I need a acrobatics check, please.
That man is made of stone. I am not catching him.
Well, you're not
Fair.
under him this time, so. All right, so that makes my check. I'm gonna go ahead and still roll because oh my god, you're a fucking. All right, here we go. This is gonna be interesting.
He's raging too, is he not?
He is. That's why I was like, oh, this is gonna be interesting. So you made my check, which is 4, and you're raging, so that brings it down to 2. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
But you took damage, so you keep your rage.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yep. That was perfect.
Just in case.
Just in case, because he would have been exhausted for a round, which means he wouldn't have been able to move. So it's a good thing that he failed a little bit.
Well, there was no reason to use Bardic Inspiration. Oh well.
No, he still has it. It's still like he has it for what the next
that's
hour.
true. He does get to hold it. That's
How
right.
long
That's
is
right.
it?
Hour, 10 minutes. I think there might be 10 minutes.
10 minutes. It's 10 minutes.
I think I put it.
So
in
he's
chat.
10 minutes, and the next 10 minutes has inspiration in the back of his pocket. All right,
That might come in handy.
it's Rar's turn.
Rar.
Rar.
Do the rar.
Most of
The
you
mannequin.
went out and went onto the porch. So they saw the mannequin. Okay, I'm going to move the mannequin because I think this is the funniest. Let's see. 5, 10, 15,
Wait,
20,
relax.
25. And it's just going to throw itself down.
It's going to work.
Because it's just following.
On top of all this.
It's just going to fall. It's
So
just...
funny.
It's just running across, and then it hits, and then it, like, if you could imagine its waist is flipping its legs up and over, it's gonna try and so I'm gonna give it disadvantage for this acrobatics check.
Well,
So 8. Halder, I need you to do a dex save, please. For me. Okay.
that's natural one.
The mannequin is going to land right on top of you. And I'm going to use its slam attack on you.
Well, if it had to be anyone.
So, yeah, anyone really. 3 points of damage halved to 1. So this mannequin just freaking... And I'll say, because it's a nat 1, you're now prone with the mannequin on top of you, and it's going to lift itself up and headbutt you.
Oh, he's prone. Oh.
22. So we'll say that's 3 points of bludgeoning, so 4 total. And I'm going to go ahead and roll this because it failed its check. It's going to take 7 points of damage itself, which is the first damage it's taken. Okay. Oh, why didn't you... That's dumb. There we go. Okay. That is its turn. What are these Lornlings going to do? What can you do? Do you have something special?
Engage in this game of lemmings that we're playing.
Okay. One's gonna come over here. We're gonna come over here.
I was kidding.
We're gonna come over here. We're gonna come up here. All right. So looking down, seeing Etika. It's interesting because now the mannequin is on top of Halder. I'm going to have 2 of the Lornlings do a ranged attack with their daggers. They do have multiple daggers. So Etika, you're going to have a total of 4 coming at you.
Huh?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, brother. My AC is 13.
So do all of those hit?
They sure do.
Okay.
Of
course, there goes the healer.
I'm so down.
All right.
Super down.
All right.
24, yeah.
And of course,
no.
our main healer.
We had such a plan.
We can still drag
was-
him.
And this is gonna be at disadvantage
Yeah,
with
except that
Halder.
trigger's never gonna happen. So you don't get your movement now.
And I'm gonna die.
Sis.
All right, 10 and 13 to hit Halder.
Does not hit.
None.
Amazing.
What is your AC? Oh, you're a fucking barbarian. Of course it's
14.
fine. Yeah, nice. Okay, you guys hear the thum, 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 thum of daggers hitting the ground around Halder, and then you guys hear like the sickening sound of other daggers making contact with some sort of skin. Any of you that look back see Etika just drop on the ground, daggers in his shoulder and back, his body going limp.
That's what you get for calling me that guy.
All right, Antares.
And Taras is going to do the same thing that he did when What's His Face went down. And he's going to move over Etika's prone body and try to intimidate Gur.
Okay.
I think that's what you said their name was.
I think we just called him Gur. I don't think he had a name.
His name was Roar the second time.
Roar, sorry, Roar.
Oh, Rar. That's what I.
Rar.
That's what I call the enemy round. I just call everybody Rar.
Rar.
Yeah. So.
Either way.
And then, yeah, is that charisma roll for him?
Yeah,
I'm
let's do
hoping
it.
that if
Let's
he,
do it.
If he does like really, really well, he could possibly like scare the
Mm-hmm.
mannequin off the stairwell or something.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, be a good boy. No.
I was
Not
like,
another 3 as well.
Oh, I think he rolled a 3 last time.
He did.
All
It's a crime.
right. Victor.
Can't put these dice in jail because they're digital.
I know, right? Victor's turn.
They're on the same space, but you know, so you can see it.
Mm-hmm. I'll put him here.
Thanks.
Etika, you're botting Victor.
Ah, oh, yes, sorry. Victor's going to... All of these are on the edge, right?
Yeah, they have not come down.
Okay. Rage is a bonus action nowadays, right?
Rage for a barbarian is, yes. Which... Oh,
Okay.
Victor's a barbarian now, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Victor's going to rage.
Oh my.
I feel that is only thematic.
Okay. Bonus action rage, check.
Is going to... Victor can't take up my space, can he?
Since you're unconscious, yes, you can. But not Etika, Antares is there currently, so no.
Okay. I'm going to run up here. And I am torn between making an attack or grabbing Etika.
There's currently a mannequin on top of Halder. Antares is trying to protect Etika. Above you are the Lornlings. They seem to be about, like, to bring out more daggers. Your call.
To be clear, Antares is trying to protect him from above, so he doesn't get shot or daggered from above. If he's not protecting him from Victor, he would not fight.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Would I know, but also, do you, Callista, have any form of healing?
I do not. I don't think.
As Vaughn?
Nope.
Am I the actual soul healer?
Yes.
Oh no! All right, Victor's going to grab Etika's body and run.
Okay. The wooden mannequin is currently focused on Halder, and no other creatures will attack.
Okay. 10 feet of movement remain. Am I heavy?
You are heavy, so it'll be half movement.
Okay.
And I'll say bonus action
Okay.
to grab, so if you wanted to use an action to dash, you may do so.
Bonus action was to rage, but I can rescind.
Oh. It is up to you.
Okay. I'll rescind that
Okay.
and dash instead.
All right. Dash at half movement, so you would have an additional 15. right. Bringing us to Etika. I need you to make a death saving throw, please.
Death saving throw. Hiya. 5.
That's a
That
failure.
sucks.
That's one failure.
Oh. Oh.
All right. And I think with that, we're going to take our little break. So go use the restroom, go fill up your drinks. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay?
I have a question. If a spell's casting time is 1 minute, does that take 6 turns?
Yes. 10 turns.
10 turns?
Each round is 6 seconds.
Oh my god.
Yup.
Everything I can do that's useful is not useful because it takes a minute.
Well, this is just about the worst that this possibly could have gone.
Nah.
Anyone
So
have
we
any
had
You
more
that.
want to know
questions?
Callista's plan?
Absolutely, I do.
When Bevlorna gets in range, and it's her turn, obviously, she's gonna pull off the helmet and toss it to Bevlorna and be like, "Hey, I had to borrow this. Your house pets are crazy," and just act like this is all normal. We've just been trying to escape your crazy pets. And then, if I can hopefully get her into a conversation, I could be like, "We were just getting this head taking care of your business. Don't you want your business taken care of?" Like, because otherwise, she doesn't know the dragon's gone. Like,
Mhm.
they were kind to the cat when they defended themselves against those creatures, but they were kind to the cat. They talked respectfully around the Lornlings, so they didn't say anything too bad around the Lornlings that they know of. Like,
Mhm.
she thinks they can play this off, hopefully. And anything else that they stole technically already belonged to them, so they weren't really stealing. The only thing that they stole was a helmet, and that's why she's gonna immediately be like, "Hey, I borrowed this," because, immediately give it back, like, "Hey, I'm not stealing." She
We are
doesn't know about
so
the dragon,
boned.
though. We're very boned, but we can't fight our ways out of this. We can't fight Bevlorna.
Yeah. I feel like she has a weak spot for Vaughn, so we could extort that.
No. No, you know how
Who?
exactly how that ends. Oh boy.
So many decisions. Oh, I just don't know. I don't have anything that can
trying
help.
to talk our way out of it plan.
Yeah, I don't have anything I can use. I don't have any.
Is on a death save, is a 10 a yes or a no?
Yes,
Is it like
it is.
1 through 10 or fail, or 10 is a pass?
10 succeeds. You actually have a little bit better odds to succeed than fail.
That's amazing.
That's good. The only time I've really had to do a lot of death saves was in Baldur's Gate, and they don't really give you all the numbers right in your face.
Mm.
Right.
So I wasn't sure.
So a 2 through 9 is a failure. A 10 through 19 is a success. If you roll a critical failure, you get 2 fails.
Mm.
Ooh.
If you
So we're not
roll
gonna
a
do
nat
that.
20, you heal to 1, and you are prone.
So that's what you need to do.
You roll a 20. It's only a 1 in 20 chance of me doing that. I believe I'd rather just... I would like to leave.
I
I never
know.
wanted
Trying.
to... Who is
We're
we? You
trying.
wanted to be here.
None of us wanted to be here.
We just wanted the stupid head. I'm already in the boat, man. I'm so gone. I'm so ready to be gone. Y'all are being
Being
slow.
chill. Doing the Macarena
Friggin'
and the fucking
Etika
douche
had to
in the
go
road.
down and cancel all that. Move it. Gravy.
Typically, Halder's a little beefy.
I believe in you, Halder. Don't go down. I'll be sad.
I have an idea.
So
I
wait,
have
can we
kind of.
literally can we not save Etika because we have no healing?
I think so, yeah. Unless I can use
Uh,
command on him, but I don't think it works that way.
So
Rise from the dead.
is the DM present?
I don't
Probably
think
not.
so.
The DM is not present. So I'm going to ask if you can make a medicine check to stabilize me.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember that
Yeah.
medicine check.
But how would
So-
any of us know that? Like, do any of
That's
us have
just
a
like a.
background
That's
in
just
this?
like a.
Well,
No, that's
that's
just
just
like a
like-
D&D like
Oh, it's
mechanic
just a
that
thing
we
you
can
can
do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
What is
literally
it?
just going
Wisdom?
over and putting your hands on the bleeding. That should be intelligent.
Ah,
Intelligence. Let me look at. Let's see who's got the best intelligence to do that when the time comes. I
It is wisdom.
don't know how
Sorry.
to tell. I think I'm proficient in that, but I can't. What number would I be looking for to compare? I have a
Are we
big
looking-
number 3 on my intelligence. My intelligence modifier
It
is
is
3.
it is a wisdom check. I was wrong.
It's a wisdom
But-
check.
yes,
Wisdom
not
is
Holder.
not.
It is a skill.
I have no bonus to wisdom.
I have a
Anybody
+2.
else? That would be good.
Holder has a
Oh, you're
-1.
Oh, Halder's not very wise, so that's okay.
Yeah, I got a +2. And I'm already right here, so I could potentially do something. Right, that's the big number I'm looking at, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's-
Yes. Though medicine is a skill. You just want to look at that.
Oh, I have a +3 in that.
Word.
Yes.
I might be able to save a life. It's almost like that's what I do in real life.
Wait, do you? Are you
I
in
teach
the
people
MS?
how to.
Ah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that reminds me. I had my first cardiac arrest call the other day.
Ooh,
Yes.
how'd it go?
I got a pulse with my round of CPR.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you crack the ribs?
I don't think so.
Nice.
Not that I care in the moment.
Right.
She had pulseless. So
Good job.
If we get to it's 3 fails before you're kaput, right?
Correct.
yes.
If
That's
we
so scary as
get
it
to the
goes.
point that you're about to make your 3rd death saving throw, I have a 10 on important roll waiting to guarantee that you pass it. If we
Okay.
get to that point.
Good. I also have one more
But
bardic
you can't
inspiration I
roll.
could use.
If you roll before I say it, it doesn't work.
You cannot barter inspiration at death save.
No, like for myself, for the medicine
okay.
check.
Yeah. Gotcha.
That's a good plan. Unless
I
Victor
don't want to
has
roll
anything
one
better.
though, so I
My charisma
might rather.
modifier.
If you're worried that much, you should probably just do the port now.
On the next one.
Yeah, because there was a chance I can roll a 1 right now.
Well, okay, so Victor probably won't have to attack anything, hopefully, because
He's
I
dragging
don't
you
think
away.
those Lornlings have a lot of health. If they drop, they're gonna get hurt pretty bad and not really make it through Halder.
Mhm.
So if Victor can dash carrying you, it would be like a regular movement. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He could make it there in like a turn and a half, but you guys are going to be getting to the boat as Lorna
Trav gets there.
arrives. Vaughn
Mhm.
could get to the boat sooner, but and be ready for that medicine check. He could ready up the medicine check.
True.
So that once Etika's put in the boat, he immediately does it, maybe to stabilize. But you're probably gonna have to go through 2 more saving throws before you get to the boat.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
And I don't think it's safe to stop before the boat because she's on the way.
Yeah. We go for the No,
Also, my
good.
thought is that if Callista's play with what she wants to do doesn't work, at least she has shield as a reaction. So might be able to withstand at least 1 hit from her.
Mm-hmm. All right. We've returned.
Welcome back.
The counter goes down.
Huh.
Last round before she arrives. Callista, your turn.
I can't really do anything.
You can hold
everything
actions. You can.
Well, we talked about stabilizing Etika with a medicine check, but with the movement speed halved, we don't think that he could make it within one turn. So it's going to be 2 turns before he gets to the boat anyway.
Not if somebody helps carry.
Ooh,
Oh,
Vaughn
that's
could do that. He's
true.
already
Vaughn
here.
could try and help
Share
carry.
the load. Insert meme.
But even still, I'm not the best person to do a stabilizing medicine check. I can see the armor, but I can't see the people on the balcony from down here, right?
You mean the mannequin?
The mannequin
Yeah,
is
sorry, the
technically on top
mannequin.
of
He looks like
Halder.
an armor. I
He,
keep saying that.
it is, yeah. You can only see Etika the way that the curve, because he's on top of Alder right now, so you can't see like anything on the front of the.
Yeah, so I really can't
And it's
do
like a
anything
ramp,
to
right?
help anybody.
Yeah, you don't know where the Lornlings are. Yeah. You can't even see Bev Lorna. You might see like the mist of the mushroom cloud, but because she's getting lower and lower.
I can see her though, right?
At this point with one
Is she
round
within
ahead.
60 feet?
No.
No, she's farther than that.
Yeah, she's dashing.
Okay.
She's using some
I
magical
feel like
shit.
you said Callista could see her at one point.
She did
I
when
can see
Callista
her,
was way
but
back
it
here.
also has a range on top of that.
Yeah.
It's someone you can see within range.
Yep.
So she would not be in range of this. No, I don't think I can do anything. I can't do anything to help the boat. Can't do anything to make it invisible.
You could bring the
You know
boat to
what?
us.
Can I? No. Even identify takes a whole minute. I can't do anything. Okay, I do nothing.
You could steer the boat towards us.
Can
Or
I
we
move
can
the
jump
boat?
off
You
the
can move.
edge.
You can move the boat. Yeah, you can move the boat. I'll say it'll
How
be.
far could I move the boat in one turn?
I would say you can move the boat 20 feet. It'll take your
Ooh.
bonus action to untie the boat because you tied it up to the dock.
You said 20 feet?
Yes, 20 feet.
All right, I moved the boat to there. I'm the boat.
Okay. Let me move the symbol if I can. There we go. You move boat. There boat. I move counter over there.
Big boat, little bunny.
All right. That 20 feet might actually come
I
in
wanted
clutch.
to be on the counter.
You know what?
Yeah, actually, it might help. Yeah.
There.
No.
Yeah. Vaughn, your turn.
Okay. Oh god. Well, no, I don't know if I want to do that. The medicine check first, or if I want to help carry.
Yeah, he's
Etika.
right there.
It's up to you. You can use your action to try and stabilize Etika. Decisions.
I know.
Whatever shall you do?
Spirit, speak to me. What do I do?
Looks like camera. This is actually a pretty fucking fun fight. I'm just saying, you guys. Like, this is.
It's so much adrenaline running
I'm having
right now.
I am having, even if I am in fact Yamcha pose, I am having fun.
Do you want help from the peanut gallery?
Absolutely.
I would say position yourself so that you can do the medicine check now on your turn. And then hold your movement so that you and Victor can move Etika together to help lessen the movement speed hindrance. And you guys can carry him together and hopefully get to the boat by the end of this turn. And you guys would move with Etika on his turn. I've got a port and roll to make sure he doesn't fail or doesn't roll a nat 1 on his save so we can get him there safely. But if you do the medicine check now, we don't have to do that and we can save that to use it on something else. It won't bring him up, but he'll be stabilized.
Right. Oh, I think I'm going to do that. I'm first going to give myself Bardic Inspiration.
How many of those do you have left?
That's my last one.
Okay. I was like, I feel like you're getting
Does
close.
Vaughn know his own name?
Yes.
Okay.
I know who I am.
100%. Vaughn, yes.
I know who I am.
For now.
Also, Shaney, thanks for the resub.
You're welcome.
You.
Almost 2
Okay,
years.
So yeah,
what the
we're
fuck?
gonna do that.
I know.
And then I get, what is it, an extra D6? Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do the medicine check. Or
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So, next medicine check, which is a 9 plus my D6.
Nice.
Which is also a 6. So 12.
No, 15.
Hmm?
You said 12. It's 15, right?
9,
Math?
6 plus 6.
9
Oh
and-
my god. I literally read the 6 on top of the 6, and I was like, 6, 12.
Oh. But it's 15 plus
15.
the 9, right?
It's 15.
Okay,
It's
okay.
15.
It's okay. We got all the adrenaline running.
Yes.
The DC was 14. So, Etika, you are stabilized.
Thank God.
What can I
That
say?
doesn't. I want to note though, if
So bad.
Etika takes any other like sort of damage, it kind of restarts it because he will no longer be. So like if there's debris, if a Lornling comes and attacks him, it'll be like 2 failed death saves. For the purposes of this though, Etika, it resets your death save, so you're back to 0-0 on either side, and you're stabilized. Okay, cool.
So are we doing the thing where if you go down 3 times, you're done?
No, I don't do that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, that was your action to do so, Vaughn. You're not technically carrying Etika. What would you like to do?
Can I
Oh,
prepare
you
to
did your
help
bonus
carry
action,
Etika?
inspiration. Yeah, you can carry. So between the two of you, if you move in sync, it won't take half speed. You guys can move your full speed, or Victor can move the full speed. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh my god, you can get to the boat in one movement. I told you that. I told you that 20 feet would come in clutch.
I knew it.
But it has to
I
happen
knew it
on
all
Victor's
along.
turn because it's Victor has
Yeah,
Etika.
that's fine. I will hold my movement until Victor's turn.
Okay.
And then we'll help carry him to the boat.
All right, Halder,
Throw
you
him off the
have a mannequin on top of you. Very heavy, solid wood.
Big strong boy.
He just wants a hug.
Hi, I'm Gurren. I like warm hugs.
Halder's going to try to push the mannequin off of him
Okay.
towards the edge.
Strength check.
Yeah, it's gonna be strength versus
Oh.
strength.
I was being hidden, but okay.
Strong boy, strong boy.
He's got this.
Got to beat a 21.
Oh,
Oh,
maybe he don't got
I
this.
believe.
I think he has advantage while raging. You have advantage. You have advantage on strength checks.
You also have my bardic. You also have the bardic I
Yep.
gave
So you can roll. Yeah, roll with advantage, and if you want to add on top, well, to try and get above 21, you can.
Thanks for letting us know what we need to hit.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Is it a post check?
Oh.
Oh
So
my
so
God!
technically technically the mannequin is the one contesting the roll. So right now the mannequin wins. So in order to be successful, you would have to roll your inspiration.
I'm gonna use the bardic.
Alright.
Yeah.
For funsies.
26.
Sweet.
Either way, you win.
Well, you would roll a d6. You just need the one. There we go. So 24 total. You shove the mannequin off you, and it lands with a solid thud. Antares is kind of looking back between Etika and you and looks up at the Lornlings. You start to hear the cackling of Bavlorna bearing down upon the cottage. What do you do?
Run!
Yeah. So that was pushing him off was my action, right?
Yes, that would be your action.
Okay.
Run, Halder, run.
Then I would still have to get up.
Yes, that would be half your speed. Because you're prone.
Rusty says, hello, hello. Guess who just got freed from work?
Oh, Babasi! Hi,
Amazing.
Babasi!
Guess what? Victor's not dead yet.
Surprisingly.
Yes,
Not
I
this
would
Like
time.
run.
unconscious.
All
Run, 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 run.
right. You will
Run, fast,
incur an
slow,
attack of
fast,
opportunity
fast,
from the mannequin, which is probably
Wait, didn't he just push it down?
no. That's
Or it was just getting him.
so
Yeah,
when you do
awesome,
strength
so you
checks,
can
it
get
doesn't
up.
take their reaction, but it's just still a
Ah.
contested. So it still has its reaction in order to swipe at Mr. Holder. So it's a 22 to hit, which I believe hits.
Hmm?
4 points of bludgeoning damage, which you get to keep your rage. So there was actually a function
Yay.
there, because you would have lost your rage if you had not gotten hit. All right.
That rage coming in handy.
Ooh, the mannequin comes up to Antares and is going to use both of its actions to try and hit Antares. I don't know what Antares's AC is off the bottom.
He's a 12.
Okay, a 12. So yeah, he goes down. So Antares just disappears in a poof of magic, which Callista, you would feel the presence of Antares go away. And then the mannequin's gonna doosh, doosh, doosh run towards you. The Lornlings all halt, and kind of like these little manic pixies start going. They're very excited at seeing Bev Lorna like show up. Like, mom is home, mom has arrived. And they start pointing downwards in your guys' direction, to where you obviously are. Kind of like, I forget the name of the job at the airport is like the little the people that like direct airplanes. They're like right here, right here, right here.
I don't remember what they're called, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, with their little cones and
Air
everything.
traffic controllers.
Yeah. I think the controllers
It's
are the
not
ones in the
the right
tower,
word,
but yeah.
Runway.
All right.
direction people. I'm trying to remember what
Victor,
it is.
your turn.
Oh, Victor. We're going to do what we said we are going to do. And we're going
Get into the
Yup,
boat.
we're gonna get him to the boat.
Get into the boat.
Everybody in the boat.
Get in the boat.
Oh, Birdie says
Then you
aircraft
become a
marshaller. Ooh, okay. I like that word. Marshal. All right, so that's your
Now,
movement.
we can't do anything from here, right? I don't think we're in the boat yet, because we're not. That's not the whole
Yeah,
first.
yeah, it was.
No, it was enough.
It was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then over into the.
Yep.
Has Victor used. Almost everybody's used Misty Step that has Misty Step tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, which is why
Um,
Hedeka was like, are you bloody serious?
So there's Victor still has an action. Not sure what Victor would want to do with it.
Victor it went hardcore melee, so probably not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He can't do anything against the mannequin.
No.
Probably not from here.
Oh wait, hang on. Hello, Mind Spike.
Oh.
From
I was
here?
gonna say, I remember Victor having some really long range spell that did like necrotic damage or something.
Does it have a mind?
Oh yeah,
Let me see.
chill touch. Sorry, I was basing
that
off of
one,
the
that
current
one.
It's not
Yeah,
just
the
chilled
hand.
touch though; it's a chilled paw.
Yeah, and it's
Is
a
that
paw.
line of sight? What did it say?
Ooh. Well, you're
It
technically
was, no,
it's
under
here.
the balcony, but
technically
they've come
here.
down a little.
So
Wow.
yes. Oh, just barely. Again, clutch with where the boat is. If the boat was 5 feet back, you wouldn't be able to
I'm
see the
so
mannequin.
glad I said that.
I'm the captain now.
This little tiny
He's
bunny.
going to chill touch.
All right.
Yeah.
What do I do?
It's an attack.
Okay.
14.
14 unfortunately hits the creature, but it does not do anything much more than that. It has a harder AC.
Ooh.
Hmm
Very well.
Solid wood. Very hard. mahogany. I'll say the mannequin is made of mahogany.
That was mahogany.
Mahogany. Anyway, that's all.
All right.
What do you mean?
That
Oh my
brings
God.
us to Etika, who is stable. Bringing us to Callista. All right. So I'm gonna do something theatrical for a second before you go. As Bavlorna has now entered the playing field.
Oh no.
And I want to maybe give the group an option for tonight, just keeping track of where we are at time. This is like the second part of this battle, I guess. This tonight could have gone either way. If you guys had gotten like successfully away quicker, we would have had maybe some like RP on the back end of you getting. But now it's like Bavlorna knows where you are. She's here. I don't see us wrapping up in time. Let me look back at.
We have an hour.
We have an hour for the hard
I
stop.
have to go.
I think so,
feel
right?
like
No, I need to
Did
go.
we say 12:30 or midnight?
Hard stop is
We-
9 p.m. So we have 30 minutes.
Oh, so midnight.
This right now is the planned stop. The hard stop is
Yeah.
9. So
So I work tomorrow morning, and it's a 12-hour
Yeah.
shift. I need to go.
okay. Well, also
I've been
I'm.
up since 5 a.m.
Oh my god. Okay. So
I
I
have to be up
think
at 4 a.m.
I think theatrically, let's just go ahead with the planned stop. I had the buffer in there in case there was RP going. But knowing action economy and also knowing that I think Frosty would want to be a part of this, this would be a good time to stop. And so I will say you all safely, some of you all safely get to the boat. Bavlorna in her just elongated extremities where maybe like when you guys saw her before, there was an effect in the room that made her look smaller. She is essentially a massive looking toad-like creature. Her eyes are massive, but she's also fucking pissed. There's boils and just like random pulsating mushrooms on the back of her as she's kind of floating on this cloud of necromantic something like just if you can imagine like a swamp gunk, moss, all that kind of stuff. And effectively she's still floating, but she is I will say coming over, and I'll have her just actually like right here. And this is where she appears, and I'm gonna go ahead and put her in where did she go? Pavlorna? Lornling. I have to grab her character
Where'd you
real
go?
quick. I thought I had it up, but apparently I didn't. Because I'm going to put her into initiative. Bav. There you are. All right. Do I have her selected? Nope. There we go.
Please go after Callista.
All right. I'm going to have her roll
Oh.
again. Can you roll for Victor, please? And this will be tiebreaker.
What do you need from me?
Roll for Victor for initiative.
Oh.
So this is just to determine if Victor or Bavlorna goes first. Okay, so she'll go first. So she'll put her at 9. I'll put Victor at 8. And I think that's where we'll end tonight's session. Any last words before we close out and pull back the camera from this little scene here on a cliffhanger?
Why do you say it like that? Why do you say that? Why do you say last words?
I mean, Callista had something she wanted to say when Bevlorna appeared, but she's farther away than I thought, and also it'd be great to start on it, so I'm gonna save it.
Okay.
Just gonna
Okay.
be in the boat. Everybody's in the boat except
Hold his
Halder.
last words.
Nah, he's got this. He's still raging. He's good.
All right. Let's go ahead and transition to Stars and Wishes. Even though, sorry, this was another battle. This is a dungeon. This is kind of what you expect for a dungeon. You know?
I can go. I would say Star was not knowing Vaughn's name because I always mess up his name with Victor's anyway. Too many V's. And a wish is that darn, I wish that Etika had gotten to like walk around Callista and show off those gold footprints before he went down, because I was gonna make jokes, but didn't get a chance to.
If you call me Twinklefoot, I will eat you.
Not that.
I will not deny that was on the list.
Twinkle toes.
I know you.
All right. And wish.
That was it.
That was it.
Oh, sorry. Next.
Oh, next.
Oh, go ahead.
My favorite moment was the just absolute. Oh fuck! We got to get out of here. Especially like helping Etika to the boat. That was neat. My wish is that I survive the sea tomorrow. Because Bavlorn is just going to try and kill us, isn't she?
You don't know.
You're right.
We'll
I don't.
see. We gotta play.
You broke so many rules.
We have some distortion that could happen. Just saying.
My actual wish though is for Frosty, and Victor to freak the fuck out next session.
Freak the freak out.
Yeah,
All right.
that's all.
Next.
I will say I absolutely loved that so many of us have Misty Step.
That was such a pleasant surprise.
First level.
I was like,
It
oh
It
god.
was. I completely forgot that Vaughn had it, and then she mentioned it. And I was like, wait a second, it's like pinging something in my brain, and then I had to double check and look at everything. So I was like, oh my god, yes, we're doing this. And then Victor did it, and I was like, oh my god.
The way I've been hoarding level 2 spell slots just in case we needed Misty Step. Like, I was like, this is important. Don't waste it.
Yeah, that was amazing.
All right, next.
And then for my wish, just because of I have faith that we're gonna get out of this interaction with Baz alive. So if we do, I want it to be canon that when we get away in the boat or whatever we're doing to get away, when we get to safety, I want Vaughn to pull out this helmet, like how Jack Sparrow pulls out the chalices in Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. If you guys know the scene I'm talking about, if not, I'll find it and I'll send it to you. But it's just like, cause like in the movie, like their little posse gets away from the bad guys, and they're like, "Oh my god, we forgot this item!" And then all of a sudden, Jack Sparrow pulls out this item, like, "You mean these?" And I want that kind of moment with this helmet or the skull or the antlers, whatever the fuck it is.
Oh yeah. I was like, where is he going with this? I was thinking it was the helm that Callista had. I'm like, Callista has the helm.
No, the Clapper Claw skull.
Copper Claw skull. Got it. Like the deer skull.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'll have to send y'all a video.
Frosty's wish. Frosty hopefully wants to try and do a fun rage next time. Frosty, Victor did rage this time.
We walked it back.
I got you, babe.
We walked it back.
Oh, we did walk it back?
well,
Okay, well,
yeah.
you got the rage next time. You got this.
Hell yeah. All right. Kyle?
My star would probably be Halder trying to protect everybody by being last one out.
Oh, it's very barbarian protection.
For a wish, better rolls.
Oh, sweet summer child. Keep wishing that. That will always be. All right. Did I miss anyone?
No.
Perfect. Because Frosty is listening, Frosty, you had inspiration. I'm not going to take that away from you. You're still going to have it. So we'll have 2 characters with inspiration. Well, technically 3. Nope.
No.
Halder used
Just
it.
2.
So you will retain it so you can use it, but your next session is the only time that you can use it. Who would we like to nominate?
I don't know. Who had it before Frosty? Hang on. I think it was Callista. Oh no, it was Halder before that. I don't know. Like nobody really like stuck out this session, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was
We're
a
all just
team effort.
yeeting.
I would say, to be frank, that getting to the boat and getting it in position was clutch for you all.
Yes.
Sure.
Trying to think what else. But that's my vote is for Callista. She kind of formulated the exit plan, got the boat, got the team there. Or it was kind of a team effort to get Etika to safety. You know what? Fuck it. Everybody gets inspiration.
Oh,
Because
Word.
you're going, you're
We're going to
going,
need it.
yep, you're going to need it going into this next scene with Bavlorna, a
Fuck,
pissed
fuck,
off
fuck,
hag.
fuck.
So, you know what? Your DM has pity on you, and we shall see how you get out, if you get out.
I am putting that in my
Any
notes
chance
just so you're
we
aware.
can get one of those like preparatory role play rounds before we get back into the battle?
No.
God damn it!
Nice, nice try.
It'd be
I
so
thought you were
hard
about
to
to ask,
plan that.
any chance we could get a long rest?
I'll take a short rest. Damn.
I know, right? Okay,
With the
so
help of healing, nobody can heal but Etika.
I mean, I can heal, but I have to do it during a short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, sucks, doesn't it? When your healer goes down as
Because I can literally do a song of rest, and everybody can get some healing. But it has to happen during a short rest.
have I asked the
Wait,
question
doesn't
of
the Song of Rest do the equivalent of? But we have to be out of battle to use that one, right?
yes?
I think so.
It emboldens a short rest. It enhances it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Have I asked the
I thought it
group?
gave you the effects of a short rest.
Hold on.
No, not quite. What were you going to ask?
Revitalize your allies during a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's the only time it can happen. I was gonna
Yeah.
say, have I asked the party about the first time they ever remember getting lost?
Ooh, no.
Yeah. Well, I would just be repeating myself from last time.
That's your character's first recollection of ever getting lost?
Yes.
Okay.
That's just him, though.
It can be, though. I don't mind going more in detail with it. I was mostly saying that as a joke, not as a dismissal.
Oh, okay. Then let's go with that, because I kind of like it. Your homework for this next session is going to be recount the very first time your character got lost and what happened. And looking at calendars, our next session will be on April 19th.
Hey, almost 420.
Hey, so close so far.
Let
any
me double check something. Keep
Okay.
talking, though.
Oh, I was just gonna say anything else before we wrap up.
Yeah, let me just double check that real quick. On me schedule. April 19th. I do work an evening shift that evening, but it's a short evening shift, so it shouldn't impede anything. If it does, they'll let us know. But
Yeah, so as of right now, we'll plan for it. And I think if everyone's okay with it, just to keep the campaign going, I would like to propose to the group that if one person misses, we still run it, but if two are out, then we cancel.
yeah, that's fine with me.
That's fair.
That's how I do it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, in that case, I will see you folks later. This is not a sign that you have to leave chat, but I'm gonna take off. So I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your evening.
Thank
You
you.
too,
Good
DM. Thank
night.
you.
And with that, that's going to be end of this session. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll be getting into more some arc, and they're getting into like the next, they're building up towards the next kind of arc in this lovely campaign. Before I leave you, please remember, be kind to yourself, drink water, and I will see you folks next time. Good night.
What happened?
Oh
The
my
cat just
god.
threw herself off the fucking cliff down. We're a fucking shit show. I love